Whoa, whoa, we're live?
Wait, what?
Are we live? Are we live?
Yeah.
Are we live? Hey, we're live.
But I forgot.
Guys, it is Dungeons and Dragons time, and I'm extremely happy because we've been away for like a month. So now it's time to play. What? Ish.
It's definitely been like at least 2 months,
Has
possibly 2.5. Yeah, because it was end of December when we streamed last, and now it's March.
Sure, 2 months.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really remember. I was in another country for a very long time.
That's
a
very,
very long time. But hello, friends.
Hello, welcome back. We have a new player with us. A new player approaches.
Somebody gonna show me how to put on the mic?
No, it's fine.
That's the best.
Oh my God,
No, it's really good.
That was the bird.
No.
It's even better.
Oh, okay.
That's so amazing.
Definitely a mayhem night.
Graham, you're the best. You're absolutely the best.
Graham,
my
put the mic right up to the corner of your lip. There we
Just
go.
like eat it.
Thank you.
Just get it all up in there.
All
yeah,
right.
just literally like your. So everyone, welcome back. It is time to start the next season of this campaign.
I don't remember how to play D&D, so I hope everyone else does.
I don't even know what D&D is. What are you talking about? Yo, who are you and what do you do and why you do it? I don't know. Introduce yourself. That's all I was going with.
Hello, I'm Joe Louis. I work at Microsoft. I do things that I don't want to talk about. And I'm playing Sully Starfallen, this tiefling monk. I'm going to be dad in like a month, so there's that.
Wait, did you say I'm going to be a dad or I'm going to be dead in a month?
Probably
Not mutually
both,
exclusive.
right?
I'm telling you, we can fill out that card to say, speak with Dad.
Speak with dad.
Best spell.
Next.
Next.
Hey, everyone. It's your favorite almond-flavored confection, Jessica Marzipan. And I am excited to be back from hiatus because unlike my personal stream, this is a way for the Marzipals to see that I'm still alive and that I'm not a dad or dead in a month. Fingers crossed. I also work
Surprise.
at Microsoft. I work at Microsoft as well with Joe, actually in the building next door. And I am playing today Pippin, who is a witch of the wilds and also a faun. If you need a visual, just think like, satyr, half human, half like
There's a
goat,
couple of
deer.
pictures in our Twitter feed.
Nope, just full on deer.
Straight deer.
I'm not a centaur. I think a lot of people had very specific ideas of what I looked like, and then when I described it, everyone's dreams were shattered. But as in everything, you can headcanon whatever you want, I guess. Yep.
I can't.
Oh God, that's free license for
Some weird
scary
things.
shit.
And Pippin, my character, has an owl, a barn owl familiar that is her arcane focus.
What?
Sherry, played by
Don't you
our
fucking
DM
what? Give my
Where's the
shit
hand
away.
puppet?
with a
I
Brooklyn
forgot it.
accent.
God damn it. Next week on Mayhem and Misfits, it's puppet time. Forgot it.
Hello. I'm Scotland. I'm not a confectionery treat.
But you also work at Microsoft.
I
so-
do. I actually work down the street from these two, so it's not that far. But I'm back after a long hiatus. I kind of escaped after our last game. I was supposed to go to Germany, and I ended up in London, and then I ended up in New Zealand. And then I decided to stay in New Zealand for a while and sailed around on a boat for I think a month or more. I really don't remember. I'm having a hard time adjusting back to America right now. But it's nice to be here. I'm playing a cleric that knows sometimes wizard things, and her name is Jenna.
I'm Graham. I do not work at Microsoft.
Right?
I'm an attorney. I do criminal law. And today I'm playing Fenn, and Fenn's a druid, which is a slight touch of barbarian.
Wait, you can have a slight touch of barbarian?
I have a slight
you'll
touch of
find
wizard.
out.
I didn't know that barbarians were subtle in any way.
Oh yeah, litigimancy.
What is litigimancy, Joe?
It's what he does, but magically.
Wait, what's your character's name?
Fenn?
Finn?
No, Graham.
Fenn.
Graham. Fenn?
Yes.
F-E-N?
N.
N-F-E-N.
The second N's silent.
Okay.
Fenn.
What's your class?
Druid.
Druid.
With a little bit of barbarian.
Druid
Just a
slash a
It's
hint
like
of barbarian.
It's like that meme with the salt guy. He's like,
Yeah.
barbarian.
A little barbarian.
All right.
So let's do a little bit of a recap because we've come a long way from Sully being transported to this realm by a little device with a crystal in it, and as you awoke at the bottom of the Sapphire Citadel, Sully, you realized that the crystal had been burnt and dissipated from that device, while you and your compatriots went up and met with King Falkir, who knew you almost instantly because of certain 4 statues that were engraved and carved out of sapphire in the citadel itself. Then afterwards there was a feast, and the dragon Callistra joined you and may have immediately killed the party member upon insult. But that was neither here nor there. That party member was resurrected, and then the king's brother Didarian was captured by the dragon until you went up to Blight Mountain and found out that he was indeed not captured, and giving political and intrigue lessons to Callistra's son, Crag, a young blue dragon. After which you had left to go back to the Sapphire Citadel, and on Callistra's request, because she kind of informed you that Falkir wasn't giving you the whole story. And then afterwards you confronted Falkir about this, and he told you what was really going on and showed you a encapsulated spider down within the depths of the Sapphire Citadel. And in doing so, you had to take an oath and go through some trials to even be admitted to see this spider, which then gave you some visions about the kingdom, about Fellhaven, which was the kingdom that this spider was from below ground. And Falkir asked you to craft a weapon that would eventually kill the Spider King underneath the ground. And you so then embarked on a quest at first to make this spear, but it turned out it was a business adventure, more of a business adventure, because you created an item called the splank. But in crafting this spear, you had to go seek out the 5 Meldine crafters over the Grayscale Mountains to the west, as most of the dwarves have left the eastern side of this continent. You met with the first crafter, Burntbeard, where you made a shaft with 2 balls at the end, and the head of the spear was Falkir's face. So there's that. And you, on your way to meet the second crafter, you came upon a fawn upon your waking after you made camp, and it was just the fawn, and your friends were missing. After which you went to the Valley of Rot, and there you met up with Jenna, the cleric wizard, who was sent to guide you through the valley, though maybe it worked, maybe it didn't.
Maybe it did.
And where we last left, you were going through the Valley of Rot, which was a valley that you found out was once thriving, but Callistra burnt it to cinders. You went and found Bindlebogs, which was a tiny bar, incredibly tiny bar, but it expanded as you went into it. And then Sully dug up the bar and put it on a splank, and you guys have been cruising through the Valley of Rot ever since. Oh yes, you have a friend. Did you name?
Some would say cruising in style through the Valley of a Shadow of Death. It's pretty good.
His name is somewhere.
But you had met a man in. You went down a cavern and retrieved a sword from a gentleman in a red robe. And it was a sword made out of wooden vines that were intertwined, and you were told that it was a sword of growth. After which you came up, and you fought several phase spiders on your way up out of that hole, thus killing Talmuk the Valiant as you left. As you left those catacombs. Then
He did say it was okay.
he did say it was okay. It was the only way to get the sword out of the cavern, and the spider that was clenching on his back did
He
the
did
deed.
give it to me and say, it's cool, I'm going to die. And then you pieced out.
I have places to go.
Things to do, things to see. And that is where we left. After that, you had started to cruise down towards the spires of Mirkaden, which you were told by, it was Crimpin, who was the purveyor of Bindlebogs. He had asked upon you to assist him with whatever evil was lurking in the spires of Mirkaden. And you, Jenny, you know that you have to get past those spires in order to get to Chiptooth, the second Meldine crafter.
I think what's also important to mention, too, is that while we're in the tavern, there's the awesome game that Pippin had everyone run of charades
yeah.
or something like that, because Sherry got incredibly drunk, and that was amazing.
I'm trying to remember, how did that go? There
Yeah,
was a game of charades.
so we got into the bar, and we were trying to figure out what to do, and then you started a game with them to try and get everybody into playing some sort of bar game where everyone divided into teams, and everyone was trying to be the best. And then we called for the next phase 2 of the game, which was everyone go chill out for a while so we didn't have to play it anymore.
True.
And he went out and made the splank and the bar
so
on the splank.
The bar is on the Mimic, whose name is Chesty.
Chesty, yeah.
Chesty or
Chester?
Chester?
I thought it was Chester.
I thought it was
Yeah.
Chester.
Chester.
Chesty, sure. Bar is on it, on the splank, and we're riding towards the spires.
And then we went to go check out the suite because they're like, oh, you should go hang out in the hotel rooms. And then we ended up there, and there was food, and there was a hot tub, and a whole bunch of other stuff. And I was like, rad, so this is awesome. And then dwarves show up. And then you didn't like dwarves, so you're like, I'm out of here.
That's right.
And then I hit the hot tub.
I'm not into
That's
it.
about it.
And that'll work. And that's where we begin. So, Jenny, you're still in the sauna of this sauna and hot tub area of the Bindlebogs suite that you were given. Crimpkin gave you this suite on the house because you had agreed to assist him in vanquishing the whatever is growing down below in the spires. Sully,
It's a good
It is.
time.
It's Chester.
good time. Sully, you see coming up in the distance as the splank is moving, you see what looks to be 3 or 4 gnolls that are have their glaives at the ready.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I was going to clothesline him with the spear.
Yep. And
That's where we left off.
Yep. And you see the glaive. The glaives are all surrounding and pointing at the neck of a bear that is doing its best to scratch and bite its way out of this captivity.
I'm pro bear.
Huh?
I'm pro bear.
I mean, who isn't these days? I mean, I don't know if you're a good person if you're not pro bear, right?
Yeah.
I'm just saying. So you're about the splank is still moving towards. You're about 100 feet away from this bear and its captors.
All right, so gnolls on either side.
Yep, they're surrounding him.
How many gnolls?
There's 4.
4. Like,
at each cardinal point.
okay, which way am I coming from?
You're coming from the south, so you see the bear is perpendicular to you,
Okay.
and you see one gnoll pointing a glaive at his stomach, one pointing a glaive at his rear, another at his face, and the other is you can see the tip of the glaive coming up and down from the other side of his torso.
Okay, so there's a gnoll directly in front of me, and it's doing what to it? The bear?
Just kind of prodding it.
Okay. I'm
It's
going to
definitely
aim.
the bear is definitely not happy about this.
I'm going to aim directly for the gnoll's butt,
Okay.
ignite it, and just joust.
Okay. So you're igniting the
The dragon spear.
Huh? Yeah.
I'm going to apologize now.
Yeah.
What are you using to ignite it?
No, it's dragon.
Oh, the dragon. Oh, okay. Yeah. Right. All right. Roll me to hit.
Plus what?
Huh? Oh, you're going to use your strength.
All right. 17? No, sorry. 21.
21. Yes, you hit.
Okay.
So roll me some damage on that. It's going to be 1d10.
Oh, all right. $13?
Huh?
Well, I rolled a 9.
Okay.
We needed like a mathematics song.
So Sully, as you
Calculating.
you are cruising up, the splank is underneath you, and you ignite this dragon spear, shove it right up into the rear of this gnoll as it looks back and like, you can almost lift it off the ground. But you get it up. You see the gnoll's feet just gently come about 3 inches off the ground. And he's depressed down, and he is in pain. And you see the other 3 gnolls almost look in wonderment at you, and then rage after they have come to grips with the fact that you're riding a bar, essentially. Pippin, you are still in the apartment room or the suite of the Bindlebogs, but you can hear clashing now and a roar of pain coming from outside the window. The window that Sully had climbed out of to get back up to the top of the splank.
I go and look out the window.
So as you look out the window, you stick your head out, you see Sully with a spear up the butt of this a bipedal creature that has a glaive pointed at a swinging bear.
I scream.
And then there are 3 gnolls, and they look back at you, and they're like, ah! And they just scream back at you.
Outside.
Yeah.
Can I take an action?
Sure.
like to. If I cast an area effect, is it going to?
What are you thinking about casting?
Well, I was thinking about casting. Ray of Sickness,
Okay.
but I don't want to hit my friend.
I believe Ray of Sickness an AOE? I think it's a straight. You
Oh, is
cast
it?
Yeah, it's a hit, a ranged hit spell. Well, I could be totally wrong.
No, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Hang on. Maybe I don't even have any. Oh, I know what I want to do. Where
I am on top of you.
you're on top, but is anyone attacking you currently?
Nope, not yet.
Nope.
He's just at the tip of the splank with a spear pointed forward.
Okay. I don't want to do
Did
that.
the
then.
whole tavern stop when this happened?
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
The force of the
I just want to check my spa relaxation level real quick.
the
Just like
force of the bum.
I'm feeling
Wow.
really
Glaive.
relaxed.
Yeah.
So I didn't notice any of this.
No, you haven't noticed anything, but you can hear some rumbling from the outside.
I got a 20 in relaxation.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I'm just going to cast Firebolt at one of them.
Okay. So roll a d20.
I'm going to call it a warning shot. 12 plus
6.
18.
7.
That hits.
Oh.
8. No, so it's going to be that plus that. So it's a plus
As
8.
you can tell, everyone, it's been a
Plus
while
8?
since we've all played
And plus
D&D.
8 or just
No,
plus
just
8?
plus 8. So change this to a plus 8 instead.
Always?
It's a
Yep.
new adventure all over again, right?
Yes.
Okay, so
So now roll me a d10.
it was 21, 20, and roll D what?
A d10, and you might get to roll more depending on your level.
Oh, okay, 2d10.
Yep.
Okay. 3 and 9.
9. Okay. And which
Nice.
one are you hitting? Are you hitting the one that Sully has impaled rather grievously on the rear, or you see the one that Sully has been impaling? There's one at the mouth of this bear, putting a glaive at its snout, pointing a glaive at its snout. There's one point behind the bear, pointing a glaive at its rear, and then there's one on the other side that you can just see the tip of the glaive.
The one that I can just see the tip.
Okay. So you cast a bolt that launches across, goes above Sully's head. Sully, you feel a little bit of a tinge of heat as this firebolt goes flying above your head, and you sink it right above or right after the bear. And Fenn, you feel a little bit of heat coming on your left side as you see one of the gnolls that's pointing a glaive at you just take some fireball to the face and burn his snout a little bit.
Singed.
Jenna, you
Well,
are relaxing.
It was a pretty
in
good
this-
relaxation
in this
roll.
Sauna.
I mean, it's like something after like you'd see in Vegas in a hotel room. It's a couple of dwarves passed out, some empty platters, a couple of drinks. It's a good time. I mean, I'm guessing I'm noticing that there's more platters on the floor from the abrupt stop.
You have felt the splank stop and halt. You've heard Pippin run around the suite and scream out of the window, but that's about it.
So out of that fog and haze, I'm gonna be like, Pippin, what is going on?
I don't know. I'm having fun, though.
Having fun doing what?
I'm just throwing things at some people.
Yeah, no shit.
Really?
Fire. Oh, sorry. Was I not supposed to talk?
Cherry, you're sober?
Did she? She's talking to me. Are you talking to me?
I don't know.
Sherry's never sober. That's why her name is Sherry.
Right. All right. Well,
Nailed it.
anyway, I'm
Boosh.
gonna cruise over to the window next to Pippin and be like, "What? What is?
Whoa! Get out of the wet. What? Are you?
No. What is going on? I'm just gonna have this coffee." And I see this commotion and be like, oh, there are things.
Yeah. As you look out the window, you too see Sully impaling a gnoll in the rear with the dragon spear, and three other gnolls surrounding a bear that is trying to fend them off.
Pippin, are we helping these people, or are we just shooting people?
Well, they attacked first, I believe, from what I could hear with my ears.
Cool. Well, I am way too hungover to deal with this, so I'm fine. If they're messing up my flow, I would like to return to that. So I'm gonna hit the one I can see right off the bat. Whichever one that one is.
Okay, you can the one that gets your attention immediately is the one that's pointing a glaive at the snout of this beast.
Yeah, we're gonna light that one up with the sacredest of flames.
Okay.
That is a 10 is not gonna hit that at all.
No, you
There's a point to being hungover where things are just blurry.
you fire off that flame out of the window. You see Bindlebox kind of light up a little bit on the side, and it just goes right to the between the feet of this gnoll, and he looks down. And Finn, you see him start to put the glaive even closer to your snout as this
Back up.
as this fire is extinguished at his feet.
Do we know the
All
bear
right.
is okay?
I'd like to take a
or-
bite out of that guy that's backing up.
Yeah, roll me
So
to
we'll
hit.
do
Just how I planned it.
16 on hit.
That'll do it. Get some damage in there.
All right. That'll be a D8. That'll be 5 damage.
Nice. All
Nice.
right.
And then I think I also have a claw attack, so I'll maul at him as well. And that'll be 24 to hit.
I think you nailed it on that one.
And that'll be 7 damage.
Damn. So as this gnoll moves back to avoid the flame that gets sent out or between its legs, you're able to crunch in with your fangs, and rip his shoulders, and then slice his chest up twice. As you start to see blood just drip out of his chest from the wounds you've successfully dealt. Sully, you see this bear has now a better chance of fighting back after you've impaled one of these gnolls. And you've seen the firebolt come across to the other side, but you still have the one gnoll riding the staff that you have sent out.
Okay. My turn.
Yeah.
I am going to jump onto on the quarterstaff, punch down on its head, and then flip and kick down on the other two.
Okay. Roll me to hit the first one.
It's a 16 to hit?
Does a 16 hit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's for 5 poison damage.
Nice. All right, now hold it 1 second. So you run down, punch this gnoll on its head, and now you're jumping off.
I jump, punch as I'm flipping, kicking both sides.
The other two.
Yep.
Roll me an acrobatics check for that.
All right. $23.
Okay. So you run down, punch the gnoll. Now roll me to hit the other two.
It's a 26 and a 13.
The 26 hits.
Okay.
Give me some damage.
beast.
8.
8. Do you want that to hit the front one, the one on the snout of the bear, or the one on the back side?
Snout.
Snout.
Like an animal.
Pippin, you've seen Sully run up or down the dragon staff that he had impaled this knoll in the rear with, slam that knoll on the head, jump up off the knoll, and then kick try to kick both of the two that are on the front and rear of the bear, but only managed to hit the one on the front. But you notice that one is really starting to stagger a bit. But you still see that there are all 4 of the knolls are still standing.
Do I know anything about the bear? Is the bear good? Do I know this?
You don't know.
I'd like to cast Detect Thoughts on the bear
Okay.
before I hit the bear with a firebolt.
Sure. Roll a DC wisdom check.
All right. There's a 15.
What's your DC? I want to say it's the second page, right up top.
Oh.
So, Fenn, you feel as though something is kind of trying to penetrate your thoughts. Pippin, as you try to meld with this bear's mind, nothing returns. You don't get anything. Just sounds like a lot of static that comes
I'll
back.
just roar really loud.
Yeah.
And that's my full turn?
Yep.
I don't like this. I don't like it.
You can just excuse me. You can still move if you want to get out of the room.
Yeah. I'd like to leave the room.
Okay.
Where do you want to go, on the splank, or do you want to get onto the ground?
I think I'll be on this plank.
Okay. So you're above. So you make your way out of the suite and climb up on top of Bindlebog's, and you see the dragon spear that Sully had rammed into a knoll that is still there, pointed downwards. So on your next turn, you could also use that to run off of the splank if you so choose.
And for now, I'm away, I'm far enough away from, melee attacks,
Yep.
right? Okay.
Yeah. You're
How
about to.
big is she?
Me? I think I'm 5 foot. Hang on, I can tell you exactly.
At what point did she get big?
Oh, no.
As she came out of
I'm
the.
3 feet 2 inches.
Yeah, she got big once she came out of the window.
Okay.
3 feet 2 inches.
Jenna,
So
you've seen Pippin climb out the window and transform into her normal size.
So in my foggy haze, coffee in hand now that I wandered off to go get, I'm like, oh, okay. I guess this is a thing that's happening now. So I'm going to crawl on out that window so I can get a better view. I'm going to take a look at them. Kind of go, well, I don't know this bear. How about everyone go ahead and make a saving throw, because I'm going to call some lightning up in this piece.
All right, you guys need to make saving throws.
Well, they don't.
They
'cause
don't?
They're on this plank, but
Joe isn't.
oh, he's over there? Yeah, you need to make a saving throw, and you need to make a saving
All
throw.
right. What kind of save?
Each creature within 5 feet of the point must make a dexterity saving throw.
Where are you casting this?
I'm casting this right on that little combination bear knoll sandwich with a tiefling topper.
Centered on
So
the
he-
bear.
So the bear is your focal point.
It's beyond the bear. It's like that one knoll that's right there in front
Okay.
of the bear.
But also the bear?
How's a 3 do?
Are you hitting the bear too?
3's not great.
Okay, how much damage does it do?
3d10.
Nice.
So that's the thing that's happening right now.
That's
9 and
D12.
8. Where I can do math, I
There you go.
swear. Ooh, that's not great. 19.
All right.
So 19 if you didn't save.
And if we
19.
did save?
8.
Okay.
and I cast that at 3rd level.
So you see the lightning shock everyone in this in its circumference, and 2 of the gnolls seem to have been. You can see smoke coming off of them at this point. They were hit so hard. The one that was pointing its glaive at the snout is almost on his knees. The one you tried to Sacred Flame is almost fallen to the ground.
I take a sip of my coffee. And that is my turn.
Fenn.
So I'm going to roar really loud because, fun fact, bears don't like being hit with lightning. And then with my bonus, I'm going to go into a rage and just start frothing at the mouth. And then I'll slash out at the guy in front of me.
Nice. Roll me to hit.
That'll be a 17 to hit.
Oh, that'll do it.
That will be 8 damage. 8 piercing.
And now you're going to claw?
Yep. And then I will also claw, which will be 13.
That misses.
All right.
But how does he die?
It just bites his head off and just tears into it.
So you, Sully, you see the bear just rip the head off of the gnoll in front of it, and it falls to the ground, and you can see it just roll off into the woods. The other gnoll's just looking. It enrages them. And Sully, the one that you had seen the firebolt hit, jumps up onto the bear next to you. And 17 hit. Sully? Nope.
Yes.
So 17 hits?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was seeing if I could dodge as a reaction.
Oh, cool. So Sully, it jumps up and slashes its glaive at you twice for 16 points of damage.
Okay.
Fenn,
Hold
the
up.
one, huh?
Hellish Rebuke. $15 fire damage.
Nice.
That's awesome.
And it screams as it is ignited, but still is flailing its glaive at you. Pippin, you... Oh, sorry, that was just the one. Excuse me. Fenn, you feel a glaive come down from behind you. Whoa. Does a 18 hit you?
It does.
It does? Okay, so one was a crit and one was an 18.
All right.
It's a lot of dice.
So we're getting 15, 25. You get 30 points of damage.
All right. But I'm raging, so it's half. But it still knocks me out of the bear form. So you see a disheveled elf flail onto the ground, who's just wearing a loincloth and like a rugged jacket and just a shield, and is like, oh.
Ice cream.
Ooh, ice cream.
Ice cream.
Oh. How many?
Wait, did you see
points do you have?
ice cream?
I'm back to
Ice
full now.
cream.
Ice cream. We all scream. Right.
That's
Somebody-
disappointing.
And the gnoll that was impaled by the dragon spear just looks down and says, huh? Huh? And Joe, you fall down on top of this elf because he's now, right, elf?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wood elf.
I was on top of what?
Well, you were on top of the bear.
Why was I on top of the bear?
Didn't you jump up and kick it, try to kick each side?
And then I got hit? All right.
So you fall down, and the gnoll that you impaled with the dragon spear goes after you with the glaive, his glaive, and swipes twice and definitely misses as you feel one side, the glaive come down one side of your face and completely miss, and then he reaches up and slices down the other side and just whiffs.
Okay.
So now, Sully, you have a gnoll to your behind.
Knowles to the left me, Knowles to
Knowles
the
to
right.
Here you are, stuck in the middle with Fenn.
Okay.
Stuck in the middle with Fenn. Yeah.
I'm going to do the splits and retrieve my staff.
Okay. So you're just gonna jump around?
Nope. Dropping down, pulling out.
Roll me an acrobatics.
26.
So you split, and the gnoll's in shock as you reach from through his legs and pull the spear through.
Okay.
Would you like to attack?
And bink up into the face.
Yep.
That is a 25 to hit.
Oh, it hits.
For 8 fire.
8 fire? Mm-hmm. Okay. You smash the chin of this gnoll with the dragon spear, and it almost looks like his chin gets dislodged as you do so, as he screams out in pain, and he collapses down on one knee, but is still staggering in front of you.
I'll burn a key point to do 2 more hits. It's 15 to sweep the leg. 5 fire.
How's he die?
What?
Kill him.
Pardon?
Kill him.
Okay. And then swing around to this side.
Oh no, you got him. Don't worry. You don't even have to.
What?
You hit. He's down.
So got the one in front of me,
Oh yeah.
and then swing around over here.
Oh okay.
And that's a 21 to hit
Yep.
for 7.
For 7.
7 fire.
So you've thrusted the dragon spear through the chin of that first gnoll, and then punched through his chest, and you see him fall to the ground. As you then swing the dragon spear around and hit the gnoll that was attacking the rear of Fenn previously, and you see the gnoll kind of stagger back a little bit, but now his eyes are gleaming red at you. Pippin, from your perch atop the Bindlebog splank, you have seen Sully go into a rage and fury of blows with his spear as he so eloquently pulled it from the ground and destroyed a gnoll in front of him. You see that there is one gnoll to his right or to his left, and there's the gnoll behind him that you had been striking with the firebolt.
Approximately, how far away am I from
You're
this?
about 15 feet away from this.
15?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, is Sully in range or no? Is he out of that 15?
No. Well, he's
in
in
it?
the 15. Yeah, there's about 15 feet away.
All right.
Because he's almost the Fenn and the two gnolls are very close to him at this point.
All right. I found the spell I wanted to use, but I'm not going to use it if he's in the range. So burning hands next time. All right. I will cast Witch Bolt
Okay.
on the one that's further away.
Awesome. How does it work?
Okay, so am I casting it at 2nd level? Which Which slot? Can I use this one or is it this one?
It's
It has
one
to
of
be.
these, but you can use a higher one for it.
Yep.
Okay, so I want to do that, and then that increases damage by 1d12.
Yep.
Okay, so do I roll?
I think you make a ranged attack.
Okay.
So roll the d20 and then add your spell modifier.
Natural
Damn.
20.
All right. So you hit. Now roll your damage. Roll the dice twice, whatever your dice were
D12.
for it. Yep.
7. So 14.
Now, did you get an extra die because you upped it to second level?
Yeah, second slot.
So
So,
it's 14 damage.
Right?
so how
And
many-
can do it up to 10 more times.
right. So if it's second level, it's one more d12.
No, per every turn. On a hit, you use your action to deal 1d12, and then on each of your turns, you can use your action to deal an additional d12.
Okay. So,
But I can't cast, if I cast anything else, the spell ends.
okay. So you send this bolt streaming out of your hands, and you see it just glisten by Sully and strike the.
No.
You were doing the one to his left? Okay. And you see that one stumble back even a little further. So Sully, the tip of that Knoll's glaive is about 3 feet away from you at this point. So you have some room. As you see it get struck by some form of magic shooting out of Pippin.
And as I am doing this, I'm still screaming about the bear that turned into an elf. So I'm screaming while I'm casting.
Yes.
It's not very easy.
Jenna, you've seen Pippin launch a witch bolt at one of these gnolls, and Fenn, or you see that the bear has now turned into an elf, and Sully is fending off the remainder of the gnolls.
What shape does there's 2 gnolls left?
Yep.
What shape do they look like they're in?
The one to Sully's left is not looking healthy, and the one behind him is kind of still agile and moving around.
All right. Well, I'm gonna target that agile one, and we'll just try that sacred flame again and see if
See
we
if
get
it works.
see if anything happens. No, I nothing happens at all. I critically fall back into the guest room. Oh, absolutely.
So as you lean out the window like you're in the engine of a train, and you're pulling out the side, you cast sacred flame, and the flame ignites the windowsill as you couldn't move your hand, and you fall back into the room, and now there is a flame that has erupted and is covering your exit out of Bindlebogs.
Well, it was cold today.
Fenn, you have seen after being knocked out of your bear form, you now see that there is laying on the ground. You can see up, and there's a gnoll to your back, and then one to the left of Sully.
All right, so I'm gonna end my rage, face the knoll near Sully, and then my hand's gonna transform into like a beast claw dripping with poison. I'm gonna rake across at it.
I don't even know what's
For
happening. I didn't even know you could do that.
23 to
Oh,
hit.
that hits.
All right, and that is 16 poison damage or acid damage.
So you reach up, your hand turns into a claw, and you rip through the throat of this gnoll, and you just see blood start to gush out. And Sully, you can just see the back of Fenn as he had moved around you to attack this gnoll that had been cleaving into your side. And you see the gnoll fall over to the left of Sully's back as you look around him.
Well, I'm assuming that if there's one poisonous claw, that this is half elf, half platypus.
Absolutely.
That's legit. Okay.
It's a thing.
Yep.
And the last knoll that's standing, just looking, and he stabs at you in the back. One will hit. And you take 15 points of damage as he slices down through your back with his glaive.
Okay.
What do you feel like doing?
Doing a flip over the elf, slamming the quarterstaff down. $23 to hit
Oh, yeah.
for 8 fire,
8 fire?
and then punch it.
Okay.
16
That hits.
for 8 poison.
So you flip over on your stick, smash it on its head, and then as his head shrinks into his shoulders, you punch it right in the face, and you just see it drop to the ground and is twitching, but his body then turns lifeless.
I'm gonna put up my hand. Whoa, whoa, guys. Thank you. I don't know who you people are, but thank you very much. No need to cast any more lightning. No more fire. I'm friendly. Who
I'm
are you
wearing
people,
clothes.
by the way? What is
I'm
this
sitting
thing
in
in
a
front of
room
me?
full of fire at the moment.
Can somebody put out the bar?
I'm going to use my dignity point and all my skills as a cleric to throw my coffee at the on-fire
Your
window.
Dignity point?
I don't know. It's whatever I got left. I can't roll anything worth it.
Well,
Darn today.
inside.
Wait,
Jenna,
is there booze in it?
I'm in the bar. Just shh. This is all my shame. This is just...
Jenna, you see the door burst open, and you see Crimpin and several of the other bar staff run in, and we could smell the fire. What is going on?
I don't know. There was some crazy people. They came in here and they interrupted my spa time. I was really enjoying the room.
That's a
though.
damn shame. And they're just throwing bales of water onto the fire, and it slowly starts to dissipate.
I don't know what the deal was though. It was like the Knowles or something. I'm so upset.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
And this has never happened to me at this hotel before. I stay here all the time. I mean,
You've never stayed here once.
it worked at the last hotel that I said that at.
Just relax. Thank you for the ride. We've got it covered from here. It's
Cool.
okay.
Cool.
The room's still on us. It's okay that you burnt it. It's not a big deal.
Sorry.
And they just walk out. Close the door behind them.
I am still on this plank screaming. I have not stopped.
It's just one continuous.
That's exactly what is going on right now.
Can I? I'm gonna hop out and,
Okay.
and bring Pippin some water.
So you hop out, and as you hop out, you bloop, come to normal size. And to your left is a 3'2" creature. Fawn that is still screaming.
Just tap her on the shoulder a little quick and just put the water in front of her.
I take the water, and I'm still screaming, and I take a big breath, and then I drink the water, and I hold it like this, because it's a normal size cup, and I have small hands, so I'm holding it like this. Like if you imagine a squirrel eating a nut, that's me. And then I take a deep breath to start screaming again, and then I think for a minute and decide not to. And I say, oh, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. What's going on? I set the room on fire.
Are we kicked out now?
No, it's apparently cool. We don't have to pay for anything either, but that's not bad.
Where'd Sherry go?
I have
What? What are you talking about? Eh,
Sherry, come down.
What? As Sherry kind of flies out the window and comes back to normal size. What? I was having a good time, just hanging out in the room.
Sherry, I wondered if you noticed that there's a stranger in our midst now.
What?
There's a stranger in our midst.
What?
There's a stranger in our midst.
What?
There's a stranger in our mittens.
Oh, okay. Fine. What do you want me to do about it?
I mean, I just thought maybe you could be a helper and just like do some reconnaissance.
Oh God, fine. What do you want me to say?
Just like it looks like it was a fellow animal lover. Maybe strike up a conversation.
Okay, fine. And Fenn, you see this owl fly over to you, and so who are you? What are you doing here? And you just hear squawk, 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 unless you can hear
Hoot, hoot, hoot,
owl.
hoot.
No,
Hoot, hoot, hoot.
I can't hear
Yeah,
owl.
hoot, hoot, yeah.
But I will cast Speak with Animal,
Ah, there you go.
and I'll be, hi,
What?
are you trying to say something?
Yeah, I think I was. Did you hear it come out of my lips?
Well, yeah, I can
mean, that's what
definitely hear
I'm saying,
from you.
That's what I'm saying.
It's pretty cool.
Lips?
Where'd you guys come from?
Oh, we've come from around. We've seen some shit, my friend.
All right.
But I don't know. I haven't seen anything as crazy as this.
Well, I gotta say,
Listen, you
Thank
were a
you to all
bear.
you.
Now you're an elf. I don't even know what to
oh
think.
yeah, I'm a druid. It's natural. I mean,
Is it natural? I
talking
don't know.
owl, druid, we get along.
Sure.
But thank your friends, and absolutely, I'm no danger to anyone here. Please let them know.
Hey, he
that.
said he's no danger. I don't know though. He's kind of unnatural. I don't know.
Bite him.
I'm really friendly.
Bite him?
Trust
I'm
me.
not gonna. But look, do you see what he changed into? They eat me. Sometimes. In a rare occasion. What?
And then I'll reach into my pocket, pull out maybe some tiny rations, and throw it towards Sherry.
He's okay in my book.
So
And you just hear hoo, hoo, hoo.
Yeah, I'm just going to pick up the bar, move to the side, start picking up the gnolls and feeding it to the mimic.
And yeah, and as you feed the gnolls to Chester, he is just chomping them down and chomping them down and chomping them down.
I'm gonna stare at that chest eating the gnolls and just back away a little bit. Again, friendly here. Hi, my name's Fenn. Who are you all?
I will walk over at this point since the bar's going over there too. Jenna, how are you?
Hi, Jenna. I'm doing okay. Thank you for the help.
Hey, I say he's doing okay.
I see you've met the Sherry.
Yeah, very lovely owl here.
And
Call me lovely. It's okay. It's fine.
Go pick up the head.
I just want to say
Okay.
Sherry with lips is horrifying.
Sherry with lips is really horrifying.
It's really bad. It's real bad. Owls should not have lips.
Oh God, that's wretched.
We learned something today.
It's
Looks like something out of
it's
Adventure
like a Dark
Time.
Crystal Rejects character.
It's real bad.
So are you guys all expanding, popping
Don't-
out of
don't-
something? Are there
don't.
more people in there?
No,
like,
don't worry about that bit right
All
now.
right.
That's another special story. for
sounds
another
good.
Time. What are you doing out here? Because I have not seen a wood elf in a hot minute.
Oh, well, I was just exploring, getting in touch with nature, and then I got jumped by these gnolls.
Nature was definitely touching back.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean,
Those pointy spears. Thank you again for that.
you're just out for a stroll.
Yeah, exploring nature, getting in touch with things.
What nature?
The nature around us.
And as you look around, all you see are the dead ashes or ashes that are encompassing every tree that has none of the trees have leaves.
So
It's
Sully
just
and I
the
are looking at each
remains of burnt woodlands.
See, isn't it lovely?
Pick up the last gnoll, feed it to Chester.
What about it is so particularly lovely? Like
Well,
what parts of the
It's
fauna?
nature in general.
I
I
get
mean,
that
look
it's
at those
nature.
trees.
Put the
I mean,
bar back on
I
Chester.
get that it's nature, but what fauna?
what's there not to like about the
Oh
trees?
no, I like lots of trees, but what in particular about these trees is interesting to you?
Well, you see, the animal spirits talked to me, and they kind of told me to come in this direction. So there might not be anything right immediately here, but I assure you, there's further down the line.
All right, he might be a loony. He's saying spirits talk to him. I don't know.
I mean, I'm talking to you, right?
Yeah, I'm not a spirit.
Are you sure?
Pretty
No,
sure.
I
she's
haven't
just
talked
full
to
of
too many
spirits.
owls.
Hey, listen. I am of the finest
Full of spirits.
Brooklynian owls this side of Calamere. Do not tell me I am a spirit unless it is whiskey.
I'll toss another treat.
Okay, fine, whatever you want.
Sherry,
Great.
get away
What?
from him.
What? What? He's giving me things to eat. What do you want me to do?
Why would you eat from strangers?
It looked delicious.
How do you know it's not poison? What if it's a poison pellet?
Throws a poison pellet. I mean, a lot of people do, but that's besides the point.
Everything.
Some people consider that you are a nuisance animal.
I am what? Who considers that? No one. As long as nobody could. You? What? Hey, listen. I don't know what you would do without me.
I think you're reading a little too much into what I was just saying. I'm just saying some people kill barn owls on purpose.
What?
Yeah.
Everything all good?
I just don't trust this man.
Let me just say, I don't kill animals, especially not barn owls. I'm a
See?
really
So
nice
so
fella.
so
barn
the,
owls.
so the spirits were telling you to come here. Which
All right.
which ones?
Well, the animal spirits. Particularly, the bear spirits, the wolf spirits.
He can't keep his story straight. How can anyone else entertain the notion of talking to this person right now?
All right, fine.
Hey,
I'll come
I'll
clean,
talk to
okay?
him all day long as he keeps giving me these treats because they're great.
I got a little bit of gambling debts, and I was trying to escape, okay?
I knew
that's
it.
legit.
That sounds like a truth.
That's legit.
Just a little ashamed of that, so I play up this whole nature thing, but
Hey, we've all been there. I gambled away 3 feathers once. It was not pretty.
well, I appreciate you taking care of the guys that came after me.
No worries.
Still a little concerned about where you guys came from.
Oh, you have nothing to be concerned about.
We're just gonna pour it in the
sir.
bar.
Whoa, he's being nice. Why are you so
hey,
mad?
We came from in there. Or on
You
there.
saying it's a bar in there?
It's a tiny little house, like bar.
I'm
well,
just
why
gonna
are we
lay
out
back
here
on
if there's
top
a
of it.
bar in there?
There is.
Yeah, so shouldn't we go in the bar and drink, right?
I think we should test him first.
How do you think we should test him? Have you had a chance to look in your scrying bowl?
No, because we don't have any fresh water.
We do in the hotel room, bar room.
I mean, it's
In-room.
It's recycled water.
Water's recycled.
It was fresh at one time, and I'll run back over there and grab some. Bring it back out to you.
I mean, I can try to make do.
I mean, it's hotel water. Scry with hotel water, and let's see. Just hang on like real tight.
So what do you
All
want
right.
to scry?
Well, I'm gonna see if there's anything I can glean about this elf.
Okay. Roll a d20 and add your spell casting.
Okay, 12 plus
8.
8?
Yep.
20.
20. Okay. How did you? What did you lose, and how did you lose the gambling?
A
how
lot
did
of
you gain
money
the debt?
to a really rich person, and then he caught me and my crew, my wealth acquisitions group, finagling some rules, so he kind of came after us.
So as you kind of try to look into this water, you see Fenn and his group of compatriots running from someone who is not pleased with what they did, and you can tell that he was trying to cheat them out of the game that they were playing.
like you.
Really? What did that water show you?
That's between me and the water. And then I drink the water.
And it goes down. What's not to like?
See?
Excuse me.
Talking owl, man. Makes a good point.
Sherry,
You got
go
good
inside.
teeth. What?
Go inside now.
Why?
Because I said so.
What I do?
Go inside.
Fine.
You know what? It's
And Sherry
not.
flies back into the.
It's not
into
our
the
in
box.
room, and we were talking, like just the other day, about needing more people to head where we're headed.
This man is a cheat and a loser.
That's fine. I'm on a contract.
I don't want him
This-
stealing Sherry.
I won't steal your owl, okay? I promise.
You clearly have been stealing from someone.
You know, that person deserved it. I don't steal from everyone. Definitely not friends, especially people that help me out.
I hate you.
Would you like me better if I was a cat?
No, I go back inside. I just walk away.
It's fine.
Thank you.
It's fine. Everything will be fine. I mean, she may not like you for a while,
It's okay.
but we actually do genuinely need some help with some stuff.
Well, I'm definitely in need of a new group of people to hang out with.
That's cool. I mean, like, so the people that you owe money to, are they anywhere near here? Because I already have enough contracts on my head, or that I have enough contracts right now.
I mean, we seem to have cleared up the immediate issue.
How much do you owe?
A lot of money.
How much do you owe?
Let's say like 5,000 gold.
To who?
A really angry person.
Take it you're not
But
going to tell
don't
me.
worry, I'm not going to pay that off.
Oh no, I'm not worried. I don't see that that's going to happen. But you're not going to tell us who it is, are you?
Maybe if I get to know you guys a little bit better, we'll get into more of the specifics on
Alright.
that.
Well, tell you what. I'm out of coffee. Let's just follow me into this window.
All right, the window that was on fire.
Yeah, it's not on
Sounds
fire.
good.
It's not on fire. It's fine. And I'm going to cruise back in the window.
Thank you. I'll follow.
Okay. Sully,
All
what
right,
do you do?
Justy, let's go.
Ah.
There'll be more snacks.
Ah.
The more we kill, the more the snacks.
And so, where are you going, Sully?
Spires.
So, are you hopping back in?
Oh yeah, no, I'm snoopying on top.
So, as you start to climb back up on top, you notice a caravan moving slowly across the road. It's coming out of the forest and is now halfway through, and you see two gnomes that are on top of the cart. And they're like, "Hey, you
You
need things? We got things.
I got a lot of things. What do you got?
Things? Come here and we'll show you."
I hear this. I pop my head out the window. We don't need things.
Yeah, you do. We've
Chester,
got things to sell.
look
Do you
like
need
a
things
bag.
to buy? What?
Chester, look like a bag.
Huh?
All right. Put the backpack on my shoulder with the splank on the other side, and inside the bag is the bar.
So now it's nighttime.
All right.
So we should start drinking.
I agree. That's
Wait,
a
did they
good
come
idea.
inside?
No, it's just us. It's the three of us, and I think Sherry.
I know.
And-
Oh, I'm here.
Are they inside with me now?
Who? Yeah.
Tell
I'd like
Sherry.
to roll to attack.
Okay.
Let's take Sherry to the bar.
What are you attacking with? Just
I want to cast Ray of Sickness on the elf so that we have a little bit of a handicap in case he tries anything super fishy.
okay. What's the number there?
Is 24?
What's your
Is that a
AC?
to hit? That's a hit.
How
I
much
just start
damage does
throwing
that
up all
do?
over the
1d8?
bar.
And PvP has started.
Yep.
It's been a while.
Oh, Jess, I love you.
And 2.
And you're poisoned, I believe. Yes.
Oh, wait. Yes.
So you take 2 points of damage and you're poisoned,
All right.
Fenn. As Pippin strikes you with a ray of sickness.
He can do a Constitution saving throw.
There you go.
All right. That is 7.
And your DC is 12,
12.
so you're still poisoned.
So I'm just throwing up right all over the bar.
Well, that's interesting.
and
I'm gonna go to the
Crimpin
bar.
said, "What is this? First you light my bar on fire. Now you're puking on my bar." I mean, I'm giving this. I know we had a contract and you were going to help, and
Oh
you
no,
know.
that's still happening. I know this.
but I don't
looks-
think my bar is going to be here by the time the help is done.
I know this looks weird.
Sure.
Let's
a little weird.
Let's put this one in another room to feel better.
Where'd he come from?
It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
I mean,
sometimes
all are welcome
It-
here.
we
Did-
just
I-
need the
this
bare
is-
necessities.
Did you know? Hang on, and Crimpin. Did you know? It's a little known fact about wood elves. Sometimes they just pop out of nowhere.
Yeah,
just
they're
come into
wily.
existence.
They're wily. Just don't let him puke on anything else, please. I don't want to clean it up.
It's fair. That's fair. There's
How
a
busy
punch
is
bowl.
the bar?
Several of the patrons have come back down, so it's moderately busy. It's not packed like normal. I think people might be getting a little seasick from the bar's movement and now verticalness, essentially.
No, it was. I made sure that it is in their right side up.
No,
just,
it's nighttime and it's moving
slightly
around.
shifted.
So it's like a bad Batman villain
Yeah.
cartoon. Everything's sideways. Pippin, do we have to play that game with them again? Because they think we were on break.
Oh.
I
Well,
know.
I mean, I think I should probably offer my services as a fellow bartender to see if I can be of some service, especially since every time you set a drink down, it kind of slips across the bar. So I figure, maybe if there's any help needed, I could help.
Hey, I can always use help at the bar.
All right, I help at the bar.
All right.
And then I watch with suspicion as Finn is taken away.
So Crimpin leads you to a small little sitting room. And he says, "I'm sorry, but they're telling me to do this. I got to, honor them first."
Thank you. Oh.
And he closes the door, and you see him as he's closing the door, he kind of slides to the left as he tries to stay balanced. Talk to them. I don't know.
Thank you.
Just chill.
And you see, and Crimpin says, "Done. Thanks for the help." Slides, just taps a glass, and it slides down to the bar, or down to you to the bar.
I grab a hand over.
Sully, he's like, you still see this gnome. He's like, "Hey, what? Do you want to make a deal? We can make a deal.
I have no money.
But I've got goods. So if
Why are you here?
What do you mean, why am I here? I sell things to everybody. I'm just a wandering salesman. Is that okay? Are you questioning my occupation?
Inside check.
Can I just interrupt this whole game to say that voice, like,
What?
you sound just like Charlie from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah, no, it's great, right? That's how we roll.
This is my favorite character. All right, back to the game.
25 insight.
What? Oh, yeah. Okay, so you get insight. You think this is. He's actually telling the truth. He's just a wandering, a traveling salesman, a gypsy salesman, if you will. I got things to sell. You want to see the goods? I
Well,
got the mots.
you want what?
The mots.
The what?
Never mind. I got other things to sell too.
I don't want to buy anything, but there may be people in here that want to.
Ah, that's fine.
Okay.
I just
Put
want
it
to sell
down.
some wares.
Well, if he's
I got
wondering-
wares to sell. You got wares to buy?
No, I don't.
Fine.
I don't know where my money went.
What do you mean you don't know
Are
where your
you
money went?
shaking the bag?
No,
that
I'm
you
putting the
took?
bag down.
That's not responsible.
And okay. peel Chesty around the bar.
Well, that's impressive. What is that? A little diorama?
No, but if you go inside, you might find people that want to buy things.
Well, why don't you just bring him out here and say, I'm not going in there. You can, I'm not, that's weird. Just tell him to come out. We got a lot of stuff here.
I have brought you customers.
Yes, bring them out.
Sorry, everybody. It's daylight again.
So you see this little gnome go over, and he says, and he looks into the window of Bindlebog's, and you can see a giant eye through the window next to the door.
I throw coffee out the window.
Hey, what is going on? I got things to sell. Now you said they were nice.
I said they were customers.
Okay.
I never said anything about their attitudes.
Okay, I've got things to sell. Do you guys want some goods?
Another coffee launches out the window.
What is going?
Evidently, they don't want things.
But my things are special.
What have you got?
I'll show you.
I will take a look.
Okay. So, here, look at this one. This is a nice robe. Look at, beautiful. It has a lot of patches on it. And you see a robe that he pulls out. It's blue, and it has patches all around it. They look like little crests. And you see 2 that have daggers on it, 2 that have rowboats, 2 that have sacks of gold springing from it, 2 that have a window on it, and 2 that have a pit on it. See what I mean? It's really neat. I don't know who made it, but they knew how to sew. It's like a giant quilt you can wear.
So we're hearing all this nonsense, right?
Yeah, you can hear it. His size sounds like thunder as you hear it from inside the bar.
All right, I'm gonna hop out. I'm gonna pop out.
We got another customer.
I don't need a quilt. What else you got?
What, Mom?
Wait a second. Wait a second.
Yes? Can I interest you in something? He says he's not.
That was
doesn't
a
have any
quilt?
money. Well, no, it's a robe. Looks like a quilt, though.
What do you want for it?
I don't know. Gold? What do you got? I got a lot of things.
Got 10 gold.
No. Come on. You gotta have something more than that.
No.
And he says, but I can interest you in this little ring here. And you see a ring with 2 ram's heads that are pointing towards each other.
It is the inopportune time for the year of the ram.
What?
What?
What do you mean?
What?
Okay. But I got and he hits the side of the cart, and you just see shelves unfold out, and out slides a unit of shelves and potions that are all on. I got a lot of things to drink. Bing, 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 bing.
Do I recognize any?
You just see different liquids inside of these potions.
All right, can I take a look at that cloak?
Yeah, absolutely.
Now take a look at this. Do I discern anything magical about it?
Oh, it's magical.
Definitely.
You can easily tell that this is magical. You don't
So
even need to roll.
magic.
If I was to guess how much it was maybe be worth.
You would think it's worth at least 4,000 to 5,000 gold.
Yeah.
You don't know if he knows that's how much it's worth, but Fenn, you in your room, you realize that he locked you in a room with a window. This is a sitting room for people to converse with. So,
All right, I'm gonna climb on out of that window.
yeah, so you
and
slide
pop
it up, and Sully, you notice Fenn climbing out the side of a window and then turning into his normal size.
Hello.
See, if you need stuff, he's got some stuff.
Oh, you want stuff? I got stuff.
Anything to cure poison.
Cure poison, and he actually turns around into the cart, and you see him flying different robes, throwing different robes behind him, almost to the point where he's now covered in different accoutrements, and says, "Yeah, I got a poison. Yeah, this will help."
How much is that?
Let's say 50 gold, 30, 20 gold.
15 gold?
Tell you
16?
what, you give me that 15 gold, and I'll hit you with a lesser restoration.
Hey, don't steal this is my
Well, then
sale,
sell
hey.
me that cloak then.
What, I will. Give me the money. What do you got?
How about 40 gold?
What are you, crazy? It's got to be at least worth 65.
All right, 65.
That's a really expensive quilt.
Oh, okay. 165.
No. 65 for a quilt is really expensive.
Oh. What?
While he's doing that, I'll hit you with a lesser.
All right.
Hey.
I'll-
Hey. No, what's going on? You want the...
And I put 65 in front of him.
I don't know. This is kind of nice. It's probably worth a little more than 65.
It's all tattered on the bottom.
Where am I?
You're still at the bar.
Was
Oh,
that
so
in
I
character?
can't see this.
No. But you can hear it. You can hear bartering going on because everyone's
Well-
voices are 10 times bigger now than the bar.
I guess you don't want this 65 gold
Well,
pieces.
I didn't say that. I didn't
guess.
say that.
66.
Am I 30 feet
102.
away from where this is happening?
What?
Am I like 30 feet away from where this is happening?
Kind of, yeah.
75.
What?
75. And I'll throw in this signet ring.
Meanwhile, I'd like to cast Mage Hand and knock off one of the bottles off the shelf.
Okay.
That's all.
And it falls to the ground, and Crimin's like, huh, how'd that happen?
And while he's looking, I'd like to reach over and take some of the money out of the pile that's in front of him.
Okay, roll me a stealth check.
That is 13.
Are you stealing from me?
What?
Hey, what's going on here?
I'm just
You
gonna
bring these guys.
back
who
away.
Who let him out? He's stealing.
I'm trying to buy a cloak. Have you seen mine? It's crap.
He's trying to take from me. You were trying to give him a heal potion, and I was trying to sell it to him. This is ridiculous. What's going on? What?
Do you want gold or not?
Listen. 65. No. 65 is not it. 102.
I knock another bottle off.
Fine.
What's going on in the...
102.
All right. 102? How about the 99?
I knock
99,
another
done.
bottle
Okay.
off.
99 done. What?
Every time he starts bartering, another bottle gets knocked off.
And I nab that cloak.
But as you... And he's like, 107.
Bottle knocks off.
How do you ever sell anything?
I don't need to sell it.
So I had the money in my hand.
He was trying to steal
I don't-
from me.
Why do you,
You know,
barter
those-
with a random number generator?
What? What does that mean?
All right,
I
well,
offer you -5 gold for this.
What? Negative what?
-5.
I don't even know what that means.
17.
32. What? No.
Hike.
Well, no. And as you say that, the ground rumbles, and you see the splank just start to rise out of the earth, and you see vines start to come out of the ground. And these are actually green vines, whereas all you've seen before has been ash. But these vines are covered in almost a murky swamp water. And the Bindlebogs and the Splank are now engulfed in vines. And Pippin, you can feel the ground shaking, and you can see out the window that the elevation of the bar is increasing. And now from underground, you see this hulking mass of tree erupt that has 2 legs, 2 arms, and where its head would be is now is the Bindlebogs engulfed in vines. Did you guys bring that? What is this? This is not what I bargained for.
Did
the
you
cloak now.
What did you do to my?
Shush. The cloak now, or that's going to happen to your carriage next.
Okay, cloak's yours.
Thank
Just get
you.
it away from me.
No problem. I think it's time for you to. Should probably move on. gonna put on my cloak.
And you see this little gnome just dive into the caravan, and you see it all compact into itself.
Is it being drawn by a horse?
It's being drawn by 3 horses.
All right, I'm gonna smack one of them, make him run.
And you hear woo, and you see the caravan go into the trees. But Sully before you is now is this giant tree beast that has engulfed Bindlebugs and is looking to. You can see a fist forming as it's about to smash down on you.
Quick question: Is that sword thing that we picked up? Is it doing anything different?
Nope.
Okay. Well,
Don't look at me. This tree's not me. I told you I speak to animal spirits, not
Do you
nature.
speak to trees?
We can try. Hello, tree?
Why does no one learn how to speak with plants?
Do you want maybe not to punch us there?
yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. But I have
That's my idea.
I have a sweet cloak now.
Ooh, and you can see the fist, this vine fist, getting closer and closer to Sully.
I'm gonna jump onto the fist.
Okay. Roll me an acrobatics check.
That's a 14.
So you spring up and jump and grab the fist, and you're now swinging with your arms wrapped around it, and your torso is now, and the rest of your body is below it. And you climb up.
Yes.
Okay. Pippin, you now you can see that this ground has been elevated. You're about 12 feet off the ground at this point. As you look out the window, but you see that the Bindlebox is now almost wrapped in vines. As you are the head of some moving monster at this point.
I pop my head out the door, and I cast Detect Thoughts on the what I assume to be like a treant or something.
Mm-hmm. And you just, as you do so, you get this feeling of rage coming back at you. You don't sense any cognitive thinking, just anger.
Okay.
Jenna,
So
you see Sully hanging off the fist of this beast, and Pippin looking out the window.
yeah, this isn't good. I'm gonna.
And you see it growing even greater as you're standing there, and the vines are getting thicker and thicker as its arms and trunks and legs are getting thicker and thicker.
That's not good. I'm kind of saying this out loud, just to myself, a little crazy now. This is really not good. Okay, I'm gonna crack out the spiritual weapon. So
Okay.
get Staffany out.
Staffany, that'll work.
So that's gonna be out and ready to go. I'm just getting it ready. And is there anything I know about this from any religion or traveling or anything that I
You
might?
could roll a survival.
Give it a shot. 14?
14. You don't know exactly what this is, but you know that it is not here to be friends with you.
Okay, well, I'm going to kind of move into a nice, safe casting distance. And I'm going to just let... I can't do anything else other than get Staffany out, so that's it.
So, Fenn, you, after taking a swig of the antidote that was provided to you, or no, she,
I-
Jenna
Restoration.
cast it. You now see Sully hanging from the palm of this vine creature, and and Jenna had pulled out her staff and has kind of backed up a little bit. And you see Bindlebogs, the bar that you crawled out of, now engulfed in vines as the head of this beast.
All right, I'm gonna run up towards it and be like, "Wait, stop!" to the tree, and then just
And-
kind of hold my action.
Okay. And as you do so, it slams its other arm down on you for, I'm guessing, 22 hits.
Yep.
You take 19 points of damage
All right.
as it slams you, and then Sully, it takes its hand and tries to drive you into the ground. 11. And as it tries to slam you into the ground, it slips and the vine hits the ground first, and you go sliding off down to where your feet are now touching the ground, but its vine is still implanted in the dirt. What do you feel like doing?
All right. So
You're now standing in front of this giant 12-foot tree trunk with legs that has swung and slammed its one of its palms into Fenn and has kind of tried to crush you into the ground.
yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and run up the arm
Okay.
because I'm trying to get the bar back.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Chester. 18 acrobatics.
Oh yeah, you know you easily run up this.
All
thing.
right.
Now roll me a strength test.
10.
10. So you start to rip at the vines around Bindlebogs, and they're starting to come off, but you can't quite get to it.
Oh, I was going to use my short sword that I never use.
Oh, okay, go for it.
That's a 13.
That hits. So you're still chopping, and you manage to get half of Bindlebogs out of the vines. It's still stuck into place.
Is the door open?
No, the door is still
Okay.
surrounded.
So it's top down. We're going. Okay, cool. Second action. Can I get a Coke?
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you.
It's a key action point.
Yeah.
Bonus action.
Pippin,
Can I get out of the window or no?
you can. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I climb out of the window, so I'm outside, and then I cast True Strike to
Okay.
see about the defenses on this thing.
Okay. You know that it is immune to lightning and resists cold and fire.
It resists cold and fire. All right. Okay.
And I think True Strike grants advantage, right? On a next
For
attack?
next turn, yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Jenna, you have seen Sully hack and slash his way into the head of this creature, and you see him trying. You know he's trying to get Bindlebogs out of there. You see Pippin come up and stand on top of the head of this beast.
I'm gonna have Stephanie float on up there
Okay.
and see if that can give a hand in breaking some of that free of the cabin tavern getting out of there.
Okay.
So let's see. Oh, you want to hit on this?
Mhm.
That would be 20, not natural.
20. Yeah, definitely hits.
So let me give you a fresh one. 8. So that's 13, 15.
15. Okay. So Sully, you see Stephanie clanking into the other side of Bindlebogs and breaking off more of the stems, and
It's really unnatural too because it's just the face of this staff with its little eyes just bashing into it.
And now there's only a quarter of Bindlebogs that's still under vines.
And then for I think I get an action too.
Mhm.
Is it moving anywhere?
Not yet.
Not yet. Well, since it's quite slow, I'm gonna run up and try and just give it some inflict wounds
Okay.
with the sword, the vine sword that I have.
Yeah.
Since it never works, so. Oh, that was cruel. That was really cruel.
What'd you get?
It was 18.
Oh, you got an 18.
Yeah, it was on the 20, and
It literally rolled back over.
Nice. What's the damage?
so that I've never used this before. It's never actually hit. 1d6. So 3 off of that, and then 3d10. 6, 11, 14, 15.
15.
15.
15. Cool. And you see more vines come flying off the leg that you have been chopping into. As this mound of bark is still flailing about. Fenn.
I'm gonna turn into a bear and then just start clawing at the leg there.
Okay.
That'll be 16 to hit.
16 to hit. Yeah, that hits.
That is 9 damage. 9
damage.
slashing.
So you keep slashing at this and slashing at it, and you feel pieces of vine come flying off and falling down all over you.
And then I guess I'll bite it too. Which would be 13 to hit.
13, that misses.
All right.
So you kind of try to chomp in, but you just miss its leg as it steps back. And as it steps back, it winds up and goes to slam Jenna with its... Ooh, God, that's going to hurt.
It's been fun.
It steps back as Fenn tries to bite into its leg, and it pushes off with the back foot with so much force that it knocks you on the ground as it slams into you with its tendril for 22 points of damage.
Okay. That's great.
Sully, you see Jenna get slammed onto the ground by the one of the vine palms of this giant beast, and you're still above Bindlebogs as you see Pippin up there with you as well, but Stephanie has helped rip out Bindlebogs a little more.
Going to continue trying to get our stuff back.
Okay.
So 23 with the short sword.
Yep.
5.
5. You manage to crack the last piece of vine out, and Bindlebogs is now fully rotating and free of the vines of this, or the captivity of this
All right,
creature.
so got the pub, Chester, the splank.
Yeah.
Now, where's the splank? Is the splank still covered?
No, you can lift the splank right out.
All right, grabbing everything. All right, Chester, backpack. Whoop! And jumping off.
Okay.
Taking a flying leap off for 40 feet away
Okay.
because monks can walk on air.
Yep. And Bindlebogs has been saved. Pippin, you see Sully wrap up Bindlebogs and jump off, but you've noticed that Jenna has been crushed onto the ground. And Fenn, this your previous captor, has been swiping at the this creature as well, trying to hurt it.
Okay, I would like to cast Ray of Sickness on its head.
Okay.
And I have advantage.
And I'm going to use it in my 3rd level spell slot.
Nice.
So that's 48 that I can do.
Okay.
So roll for attack. 19, 20,
That hits.
21.
That totally hits.
All right, so 3, 1, 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
So you see this beast just kind of.
Oh wait, I didn't roll for advantage. I do one more roll,
Yeah, you
right?
can. Yeah, absolutely. Because you can see if you crit on it.
8.
Oh no! You roll the d20 twice.
Oh.
So with advantage, you roll the d20 twice, but roll it because you might be able to crit.
No.
But so with advantage, roll 2 d20s, take the higher number.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. But you do see this mound start to just kind of get woozy, and it's now shaking underneath you and kind of moving back and forth as it throws up moss onto the ground.
Ew. Pippin, why do you make everything throw up?
For fun.
Okay.
Jenna, you are now crushed underneath the palm of this of the vines.
Do I have any room to move?
You can try and escape from it. Yeah. You would if you want to get out from underneath it, you make a strength check.
That's not happening. Do I have
Or
enough
excuse
room
me, an
to
escape
move
check.
the dagger at all that I have? The short sword, the vine sword craziness that we haven't determined what it does?
It doesn't. It doesn't. It won't. What are you trying to do with it? Sorry.
We haven't determined that it does anything other than just be a weird vine sword.
Yep.
And I don't know what the cloak does.
Nope.
Cool. Well, that's fun. Do I see escape or attack? What is the right call here? I think the stupid thing to do would just be go ahead and see if I can just hit it with that short sword, and I'm gonna throw the little bit of green flame on top of it as well.
Okay.
Because why not? I'm gonna die here anyway, so. Yeah, that is a 14, or not 14. Sorry, 11.
11. Yeah. You swing and you just can't manage to connect as your shoulder is not making the right rotation.
Well, I'm gonna have Stephanie come down and beat on this thing until it lets up. That's
So
not gonna happen either.
Stephanie flies down next to you, trying to hit the vines that are holding you to the ground, but lands right next to your head.
Cool. It's the curse of the cleric. Just never get to roll right.
Fenn, you see Jenna just still struggling to get up and out of the reach of this creature.
So I'm just gonna froth at the mouth and go bear rage, and then try to knock that vine fist that's on her off her.
Okay. Roll me a strength check for it.
All right. And so, because I'm raging, I think that's with advantage.
Yep.
Which is good. That is 19 plus 7.
What is it?
16.
16?
Sorry,
So
26.
You charge up, slam into the palm that's compressing Jenna onto the ground, and knock it off of her as you fly past the creature, and you see its hand go straight up into the air now.
All right, and then I'll try to get between it and Jenna.
Okay.
New best friends.
And as you do that, you are now standing in front of Jenna. It swings its hand and palm down on you and hits you for 19 points of damage from the one swipe.
All right.
As it tries to swing its other palm down at you, it just glances over your head.
All right.
Sully, you see that Fenn has knocked Jenna, or the palm of, or the hand of this beast off of Jenna, and has taken the brunt of damage as the mound swings back at her.
Okay. I'm gonna put the pub down.
Yep.
Okay. Go back in,
Okay.
and
Are you
let's.
going back into the pub?
No, I'm gonna go back into the fight.
Okay.
And go for the weight-bearing leg.
Okay.
As it's missed with that second punch. I'm gonna try to punch it 3 times.
Okay.
13 hit,
No.
but I'm guessing a 21 does.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that was better than that. So 3, 10. For 15 poison.
15 poison. So as you go in and swing, you miss on your first punch, but then do a double tap to the back of the knee, and you see the mound get very woozy, and it almost as if it's about to fall over back on itself, as it has one knee on the ground at this point. Pippin, you are still riding atop this mound of vines and brambles, but it's falling to the ground as it's even more woozy than before.
If I have a bonus action, can I do that first before my other action?
Yeah.
Okay, I'd like to cast Expeditious Retreat to run down its body
Okay.
to Jenna, and touch Jenna to cast invisibility on her.
Okay.
Hot.
And you disappear. And Fenn, you where you once saw Jenna, now you see Pippin. Jenna, what are you doing?
Okay, so now I have this invisibility. I'm gonna make my way at least within range, but out of striking range of the stupid fist again. How does this work exactly? Invisibility? If I cast something,
If you cast something, it goes away.
it's not really helpful. What hit points are you at?
Oh, I'm good. I'm fine.
You're good?
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. Well, I'm gonna send Staphne right back in there to. Now that it's down on the ground on one knee. Let's just go ahead and have Staphne just blast that tree face.
Okay.
That is 15.
15. That'll hit.
14.
14.
Yes, 14.
So Staphne slams into the face of this creature, and you just see vines explode into every direction possible. But Staphne is now wiggling up and down as her face is stuck into the face of this mound.
Excellent.
Fenn, you are getting covered in vines from the thrust that Staphne had made into the mouth of this creature.
So being an enraged bear, I don't notice that there's been like a switch of people. So I'm still trying to protect the person behind me and just going crazy at the tree in front of me. So I'll take a bite out of it
Awesome.
for a nat 20.
Oh, yeah.
And that will be
Roll some damage.
Wow.
15.
15. So you start clawing at the other leg of this beast, and now it's down as it falls down onto both knees and is even lower to the ground, with Staphne still kind of acting as a nose. It is so enraged at this. It's God damn it. That poison is helping you guys. It starts to slam, but both of its fists just miss each side of you as it slams them into the ground. Sully?
All right. I want to run up its back,
Uh-huh.
apologize to Staphne, because I'm going to grab Staphne and stab in further in, down in, and then drop and punch twice.
Okay. Go for it,
Okay, which one am I rolling?
Stephanie.
So I would normally have a 21 with a staff.
That's fine.
Okay. What's Stephanie's damage?
1d6.
Okay. 9.
Okay. So, and now roll for your other 2 hits.
That's an 8.
Sorry. Stephanie's damage is 3d8.
You want to roll Stephanie's damage for me?
10.
Okay. Eighteen. 23. 27 poison.
Did you roll the hit?
Yeah. I rolled an 18 and a crit.
Okay. And roll me an acrobatics check.
It's 25.
So you jam Stephanie even further into the face of this creature, and then do a backflip back up onto its head, run down behind it, and jam a couple times into the legs, and you feel it falling over. Make me a dex check.
That would be an 11.
How much damage did you do?
27.
As you start to thrust and punch into the kneecaps, the mound now falls backwards, and you manage to dive to the right of the mound. But as it falls, it slams down on your legs, so you're now caught by the legs that are now underneath this monster that is laying on the ground. Pippin, you have ridden the monster, the mound, down to the ground as Sully had taken out his kneecaps, and you notice, and you manage to jump off, and you notice Sully is now trapped only from the torso down.
By the vine arm or foot or leg?
He's
the knee?
by the back of this creature.
The back? The whole back? All right, that's not going to work. Okay. I'm just going to cast Ray of Sickness again. It's like immune or has advantage to all my other, and it's stronger than my crossbow. 13. 19?
That hits.
Okay, and then, so I still have my 3rd slot. I haven't used that up completely, so another 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
So as you come off the top of the head of this beast, you look over and you look at Sully, you see him, and cast a ray of sickness into the skull of this vined creature, and you see the vines just rot and decay on impact, and then it all just kind of melts back into the earth. And Sully, you feel the weight that was crushing you down just start to wither and die and just melt off of you.
It's basically the end of Ark of the Covenant.
Yeah.
I've been slimed.
Yep. And Stephanie then falls over on your chest.
Poofs.
Wait, Stephanie goes poof?
It's a spiritual weapon.
Oh, okay.
She doesn't last forever. Can't have Stephanie every day.
But Stephanie would like to know if I'd like to make an attack. It could help.
Well, the duration of Stephanie, if I'm honest, is up.
Is what?
The duration is up.
She's done.
She
Okay.
done. She tapped out.
I'm just looking. It's got He's got Clippy's eyes.
That was the joke when I made
Oh,
it.
good.
You see. It's ridiculous.
Oh, adorable.
So it's gone. Cool.
And you hear the bar just burst into cheers, but very faintly.
So I'm gonna pop a heal real quick, and I'm gonna send one your direction.
I'm gonna pop out a bear form. Check back on you, see how you're doing.
How's your hit points now?
Oh, I'm could use a heal.
Yeah. So have a 1d8
All right.
healing on that. Or sorry, I'm gonna hit this at a higher level. So take 2d8.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna cast that.
Did you guys heal up?
Yes.
How
Cool.
far away are the spires from here?
You can see them. They have become rather close. You think they're only maybe a couple miles off. You can see them above the tree line. Well, through the tree line, and they don't. They look rather large at this point. While you were riding the splank with Bindlebugs, you made some headway.
I think I need a nap.
That's not a bad idea. And a drink, maybe.
Look, I just healed you up. You're ready. We're ready.
Wait, you're healing me too?
No, sorry, I'm out.
I need a nap.
If we take a short rest, will we be there by the time we're done?
Oh yeah, easily.
I think we
Let's
should
take
take
a
a
short
short rest.
Yeah.
I mean, the bar's really happy with us right now, so they'll totally forget about the fact that I set the room on fire.
Or the fact that we kidnapped them.
No, it's cool.
And vomited all over the bar.
No, it's cool. See, you weren't in the room for that conversation. Like, they think it's all good now. They figured out our ruse. But they said it's okay. They're willing to help, kind of, sort of, or at least most of them do.
Okay.
Well, you made a deal with them.
I made a deal with one of them, to be honest.
So we go back inside and we sit at the bar and we rest.
Yep. Thank you for your help.
Well, so
Absolutely.
I got some bottles here that kind of fell off the shelf. What? How? Did you see it happen? I didn't see it happen.
I think you might be haunted.
We've never been haunted.
Maybe it's a poltergeist.
What's-
Do you have any negative energy that you're carrying with you at present?
I don't know. Do I?
It's possible.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Would you like me to perform an exorcism?
What? A who? I don't exercise.
You don't say.
Huh?
I'm gonna. Chesty, can you take us the rest away? I need a nap.
Well, while I have a minute now that we're not not engaged with the tree, like, do I have a better understanding of what this sword does, or for that matter, what this cloak is?
You don't know anything about the sword. If you spend an hour with the cloak, you'll be able to determine what it does.
I think since we're on this short rest time, I'd like to take an hour and just go ahead and see what it is.
Okay. Anybody else doing anything while
I
you're?
prestidigitate where the spill was.
Oh,
the
hey!
bottles.
It cleans itself up. This is.
Where the what was?
Wait a
The bottles, the
second.
broken bottles. I mean, poltergeist. It's possible. You should really let go.
Right.
You should let go of grudges that you're holding against others.
I'm not holding grudges. What are you talking? What is going on?
I'm gonna go curl up by the fire.
I'm gonna get a drink and stay
fall
as far
asleep
away
with-
from Pippin as possible.
So Pippin, you see Fenn go to the end of the bar. And he says, "1 second, we'll come back to this. I'm gonna go help him." And then Crimpin comes up to you and he pours you an ale and says,
Thank
"Sorry
you.
about before.
Sorry, yeah, I mean, sorry about all the throw up. You know, I'll help you clean that up.
Listen, you know, thank you. It's mysteriously disappearing, and I don't know how, but
Perfect.
it's impressive, and I want this to keep happening. I mean,
I
when your
agree.
bar cleans itself, it's a good thing."
Thank you for the ale.
I cast message at the bartender, and when he says it's a good thing when the bar cleans itself, I say, or is it?
And he slams up against the bottles, and you see 5 to 10, or 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 bottles crash over the top of me. What the hell was that?
You okay there, sir?
What? What? No. I don't know. I'm hearing things now. This is not good. What is going on?
I didn't hear anything.
In this what did you say? What? You
I
said
didn't-
that, didn't you?
No, I didn't hear anything. Maybe you need a drink. Why don't you try some of your fine ale?
No, I mean, you never get high off your own goods. I mean, that's just common practice.
Thank you for this ale. I'm just gonna back away from you.
I'm going to back away from myself right now. Okay. So what happened?
Digitate.
What is go? I don't know what to do. This is really weird. Why? What is going on in my bar? What did you do to my bar?
We protected it.
From what? What do you mean?
Did you see the tree thing outside? We heard the cheering from in the bar.
Well, maybe if we never moved, we wouldn't be near the tree thing, and now my bottles wouldn't be all over the floor, even though they're cleaning themselves up. I'm hearing things. I don't know what's going on right now.
I think it's all been a stressful day.
Yeah, you don't say.
I'd love to sit and have a drink with you. Let me buy you a drink. And
Yeah.
I'll walk around the other side of the bar. I'll grab a bottle. I'll pour us both a drink.
Okay.
There you go. to the face place. All right, let's try again. I just keep pouring.
He's obviously got a drinking problem.
Who's got a problem? You got a problem. I
I'm
don't got
asleep.
a problem. What?
I'm asleep.
He's helping us. He doesn't have a problem. Just don't listen to any of that. I just kind of pour another one down there.
Okay. Whew. So,
So, we're now close to those spires. We're just going to hang out for a minute, let all this craziness cool off, so we have 5 minutes to just have a little break. A little rest break.
do what you need to do. I'm just gonna sit down for a minute.
That is totally a legit thing.
You got the bar?
The bar is great. We got it.
Okay.
Go ahead. Just take 5.
Just make sure you charge.
I did an updated.
What?
I did an updated list of your current inventory, and I've also taken a look at all of the tabs that you have open.
Yeah?
And sent receipts to all of the patrons in the bar.
Well, that's great. You need a job?
Well, I'm trying to get back home, but in the meantime, I don't have any way of making money. I don't even think I have money. What is money?
It's shiny stuff.
I don't have anything shiny.
All right, you get 50% of what you collect from every person in this bar because they've owed it to me for I don't know how long.
I gesture to Sherry, and she and I get
What?
on it.
What are we doing?
Sherry, we're making money.
I'm okay with this.
All right. I'll give you 50% of my 50%.
So 25%?
Yes.
I'm okay with this. What do we got to do?
We're going to go do a shakedown.
So you're saying we kick some ass and take names. That's what I hear out of your craw.
Sherry, I don't want to tell you how you should be living your life. You have agency, and if that's the way it has to happen, that's fine. I'm just going to simply go over and talk to people, and if that doesn't work, I'm going to I'm going to fake another poltergeist.
You've been doing what? You've been doing what?
Don't worry about it, Sherry.
What do you mean? Don't worry about it.
I mean, you probably should worry about it.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, let's just talk to people. Maybe not make anyone else feel crazy.
Probably a good idea.
All
I
right.
don't know. I
If
don't
you
know
have
about you.
to, maybe pickpocket.
Listen, you know I gave that up a long time ago. It was a couple bad years.
Fine, Sherry. I'll
What?
do it all by myself.
Okay, fine.
You get nothing.
Hey, let's not go that far. What if I just hover over you with a menacing glare, That's got to be at least worth 10%.
I toss her a baby mouse.
Okay, fine. Listen. You know what? Do you? It's whatever you want. Listen, like I said, I could be menacing and intimidating. Like, ooh.
Let's go. We do it.
Okay, 10% at least.
10%.
Okay, fine. I'm not stealing. I've given that life up.
Sit on my head and let's go collect some debts.
Okay. Ooh. And Sharon just perches on your head, wings spanned out. And you see people around the bar talking and drinking, and
We start making our way around to
Okay.
approach people with their tabs.
and the first set of a group of people that are by the fire, they're actually right next to Sully. It is you see 2 gnomes and 1 human. They look at you. They're like, "Hey, what are you giving us this for?"
Well, I just want to let
The
you
male
all
seems to say.
I want to let you all know that we're nearing our destination, and it's time to pay up your tab.
Our destination?
That's right. Have you taken a look out the window lately?
Yeah, it's a little weird.
I mean, you can either be dumped out at the destination, or you can be taken back to where you thought you were entering a bar and staying stationary. But if you don't pay your tab, you're gonna have to be dumped out here in the spires.
Whoa! Hey, wait a sec. Hold on. We haven't had to pay our tab. This is the first time we've heard of this. Let's just say we don't know how much we've had to drink.
Don't worry, I've completed inventory. Here you are. This is the very first time that the bar has moved location. So, of course, it's natural that this is not something you would have countered before. However, if you do want to return from whence you came, you will pay your tab now.
Okay. How much was it?
It's listed right here. It's a reasonable amount.
Oh my God. I don't know if.
You can see if you do not pay, you're going to get dumped out. And also, we've started adding on some tariffs as well.
Tariffs? What
Yes.
do you mean? How can you add a tariff on? Listen, this is just you trying to put us down. This is the first time we heard of this. There shouldn't be any tariffs.
Well, you passed the county line.
County line?
Yes, you're in a new county now.
What do you mean? There's no counties here.
I mean, we're in a dead place, and now we're not in a dead place. I think we've switched locations.
Still looks kind of dead to me. I mean, listen, I'll pay the tab. I don't know about tariffs.
Thank you.
And he hands you 135 gold.
I would
All
like
right.
to nominate for legitimancy.
Okay, and you see a group of 5 that are at a giant circular table near the front of the inn, and you see just 3 people sitting at the bar.
We'll approach the bar.
Okay, so you see an elf, a male elf. You see a female tiefling. And another female human sitting at the bar. The elf has short shoulder length, or I should say shoulder length black hair. The tiefling has a mohawk of red, and the human has almost a asymmetrical haircut where it's combed over to the side and is black and goes down past shoulder length.
Hello, gentlefolk. We are nearing our destination, and it's time to pay your tab. You can start a new tab once we have stopped.
How about we pay you when we've stopped? Listen,
Well-
the elf is looking at you. He's like, "How do I know we're ever going to be let out of here again? I didn't even think that this. We're in a bar that's moving.
Well, you certainly won't ever be let out if you don't pay your tab, sir. And, ma'ams, gentlefolk, please pay your tabs or I'll never let you out of here.
What is going on? We came here as a safe refuge. That's what Crimpin always told us. We could come here and we'd never be harmed. And now we're traveling at the speed of freaking light, and I don't understand why this is happening.
Well,
And now you want me to pay for it?
as I see, you are unharmed. We have taken you on a grand tour at no additional cost to yourself, and you are more than welcome to stay in the tavern and ride back to your original location. But first, before you can proceed with that, you'll need to pay your tab.
Actually kind of makes sense. And the elf hands you 15 gold.
Thank you. And yourselves?
What? You think I'm going to pay you? I don't even know who you are. How do I know I should be paying you at all? The tiefling says.
Well, it's I'm employed by this bar. You are more than welcome to ask the barkeep. However, I think as a loyal patron, you would not want to disturb someone on their break, but rather do the noble thing and pay your tab.
Where are you two at this point?
Well, I'm still figuring out this cloak, having a drink. I was settling Crimpin for a hot minute, so I've just been working on that.
Well, yeah, Crimpin went away. Crimpin's now on break.
Well, then I'm just kind of sitting at the bar doing
Okay.
that.
Fenn, what are you up to?
Watching Pippin do this, I'm gonna casually just kind of walk by and glance up and like touch her as I walk past and cast.
Your face right now.
I'm gonna cast Enhance Ability and give her Eagle Splendor, so she has advantage on Charisma checks.
Okay.
Do I feel that?
I can do
Am I
that
aware that this
stealthily
happens?
as
Roll me a
I'm
stealth roll.
doing that. That is 12.
A 12. Roll perception, which is the D20 plus your wisdom.
That's great.
What'd you get on the die?
18, 20.
You totally feel just the nudging of something as you see
It's the
Fenn
creep
walking
touch.
around you, or walking behind you.
I pull out my crossbow. And I say, I have been patient long enough about this. You need to pay your tab, and also you need to keep me away from that thing.
That thing? What do I have to, what?
Do I look like I'm ready to argue about this?
A little bit. Yeah.
I shoot my crossbow above their head.
Whoa. Whoa.
Are you ready to
That
pay?
escalated quickly.
Are you ready to pay and put some distance between me and this thing over here?
I mean, I'll pay. I'm not settling any argument between you two.
Get between us.
No, I'll pay you. Like, here's the money. And she puts a bag, a little pouch out in front of you, and it looks like there's about 12 gold in it.
I toss it up and I say, Sharon, count the money.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 12. 12 gold.
Thank you.
Well, good. I like
Thank
it.
you.
Give me some more.
And then I push the person in between the two of us
Whew.
so that I have a physical barrier.
And the tiefling is just stunned at this point. And then she walks away. And the human is just looking at you at the bar like, that's what you're going to do? You're just going to bully everyone? She says.
I don't say anything, but I keep looking.
And
I just keep staring.
so what are you going to do?
I don't do anything. I just keep staring.
You're just going to keep staring at me like this.
I don't
That's-
say anything. I just keep staring.
And this woman just keeps drinking right in front of you.
I cast Prestidigitation on the glass, and it now looks like she's just drinking blood.
Roll 2 d20s and take the higher one.
Oh, natural 20 and 12.
So she raises the mug up to her face. What are you putting in this?
I still say nothing, but I hold my hand out at this point.
I can't believe I'm paying for this. And she hands you a pouch full of about 17 gold.
Thank you. I walk away.
Can I get a better fill, at least? I paid.
Sherry, will you pour another one, please?
What I've gotta pour things for people?
Yes,
I mean,
please.
isn't this enough? Like, woo, big hands? Isn't big
15.
hands enough?
I'll make it 15. 15%. Give you 5 extra.
All right, okay, I'll pour a drink.
Thank
It's
you.
fine. Thank you.
I guess I'm still researching. So.
You're still sitting there. You know this, after an hour's passed of you looking at all these little pieces and patches, that this is a cloak of useful things.
Cloak of useful
Or robe of useful things.
robe of useful things.
And you know that you can pick off one of these patches and it turns into whatever you, whatever is on the patch.
Oh.
So there on that one you have a window, you have a pit, you have a silver coffer, you have a bag of 100 gold, it looks like, and a rowboat.
Is there a patch that looks like another robe?
No. And Fenn, you now see Pippin talking to Sharon and from across the bar.
I'm gonna just back away from them and kind of blend into the crowd. Go next to Sully, who's drinking at the hearth.
No, Sully's passed out at the fireplace.
I took over half my hit points and damage during that.
I'm just gonna go towards
During
the
the past two
corner away
finals.
from Pippin in the direction she's going.
Pippin, you see out of the corner of your eye, you see Fenn moving closer to the fireplace where the first group of patrons you got their money was from.
Since I'm done with that research bit, I guess I'm helping out the bar or
Yeah.
whatnot. I'll grab a drink and I'll bring one over and be like, just don't worry about it.
All right,
It's-
thank you.
It's all good. Drink this. Just
Make
chill.
sure she doesn't make me vomit again, okay?
I can't make any promises, but, just drink this, and I kick it with a little bless, so there's, a little 1d4 chance of saving throw for the next, the next little bit. I can't
Quite
make any
delicious.
promises,
Thank
but
you.
good luck.
Thank you. I'll tend to my wounds in the corner.
And as Jenna, as you are next to the fireplace, you can see out the window that the splank has kind of slowed down, and Chester, his tongue is kind of not pushing as hard anymore, and you see out the window giant spires that are 100 feet in circumference, stretching up at least 15 stories high before you, and it is you see almost a wall of them with an archway in the middle of this wall.
Cool.
And that's where we'll end for the night.
Ah, no. Oh, that was rad.
Sharon's 27 gold richer.
That's what I'm talking about.
Totally just jacked a cape through some situational intimidation. It's pretty funny. Wait, what was on there? There was
You have
a
a-
window, a cape, a silver
No, it was a window, a pit, a silver coffer,
A pit. Okay,
a bag of 100 gold, and a rowboat.
it's pretty rad.
Those capes are awesome.
Yeah.
So welcome to the group, Fenn.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Son, that was fun.
Yeah. Fighting, throwing up, all in the life of an adventurer.
Your character, what is your character?
It's a druid, so
Druid thief?
yeah,
are badass.
obviously.
Wait, how can you just shape-shift your hands?
I can
That's a
do.
dru-
What was it? Oh, it's Primal Savagery. It's a new spell from the new whatever came out.
Yep.
That's crazy. That's
It's a
like,
cantrip too.
That's totally nuts.
Yeah. So what's everybody got going on for the week? Anything coming up?
For this week, I am finishing up some home remodel.
Nice.
So a lot more is getting done. I've got some more glitter to epoxy to my studio floor.
The
Nice.
glitter floor.
The glitter floor. It is 4 coats of glitter and epoxy now deep. It looks
so
looks
badass.
amazing. Looks
Fantastic.
really amazing. But that's my week.
Anybody else got anything they want to got going on, or
I got a Mewtwo raid this week.
a what?
A Mewtwo raid.
What's that?
Catching a Mewtwo
Oh,
on
really?
Pokemon Go. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Like, is everybody descending on an area?
Pardon?
Like, everybody's descending on an area?
Yeah, how do you
Yeah.
raid Mewtwo?
Yeah.
If you are part of a raid in a certain location at a certain time, like set of times, you'll get a special invitation to do another raid at the location.
Where,
So,
Oh,
yeah,
that's cool.
where does one even do that?
Yeah, is it a cool, like, place, or, like...
it's in the mall.
Okay.
Where else would Mewtwo be?
Yeah.
Well, before it was in a parking lot by work,
Huh.
but now it's at Northgate.
Interesting.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
When is this?
Friday.
That's rad.
Nice.
Awesome.
That'll be fun.
Are you doing Liquid Tabletop on Saturday?
Hopefully doing Liquid Tabletop on Saturday night here on Divi Lutz
Yeah.
from Zulus.
Check it out. It's a fantastic show. Joe's the DM, and we got a great group of people playing. So
I play from time to time. It's awesome.
the story is evolving fantastically. Jess, you got anything going on? Graham, you got anything?
Well, we're buying our house this week.
What?
So our house
Yay.
closes on Friday, which means that we will be one step closer to actually being settled and rebuilding the streaming studio and our tabletop room and all of the things so
Nice.
that we can, see our friends outside of like work and, work.
Well, I'll congratulate you next Monday for joining the super poor club of like, I own a house now. Now I'm super poor.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh yeah, I don't think we can afford a fridge right now. We have to buy a fridge and a washer dryer, and I don't think that's gonna happen for a little while.
It's like I've been living through the remodel of my place. I'm like, well, I don't have a bathroom. I guess that's cool.
Yeah, I have put a lot of energy into saving for the down payment, and I forgot about the actual living part.
We have a really nice counter though.
Yeah. It's a sweet counter.
Ice chests and dry ice.
Yeah, so we're doing that, and then hopefully next week I won't be forming half sentences and misspelling my name 3 times.
Awesome. Graham, you got anything else cooking other than
No,
the move?
just move.
I love it.
Boxes packing.
Cool. The only thing I got going, guys, is tomorrow. Check out the Penny Arcade channel. We're tapping a new beer called Suboptimal, which is one we made for Holly Conrad's character Strix. Then we're going to be doing a tabletop stream where we're playing Scythe. Check out the C Team, which Jerry and I write. That's Wednesday afternoon at 4 on Penny Arcade. And then check out Liquid Tabletop on Saturday because it's fucking rad. So we will see you next Monday at 7 p.m. See you guys. Bye.
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 All the